Good morning. My mic is still on. Boys, good morning. Hello. Hello.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning.
Good morning, Father. What, Father?
We started yesterday the Merchant of Venice, Act 3, but I would like to just remind you of Act 2, the last scene. It happens in Belmont. Belmont is the place where Portia is there. Belmont is the place where Portia is there. And in the Act 9, the casket story is continuing. Lots of contestants are coming to... 1 minute. Hello? Yeah, good morning, Joseph. I am in the class. 11 o'clock now? Yeah, I will be there. So lots of contestants are coming. One last one is Prince Aragon. And he chooses the silver casket. Silver casket is not the right casket. And therefore, we are left with the announcement in the last part of the scene 9. A servant enters and announces that a horseman has arrived, announcing the coming of his master. And it must be Bassanio. So Bassanio's arrival is announced. Bassanio does not come onto the stage yet. And that's where we left. And then we go to the Act 3, Scene 1. Act 3 takes place in Venice. And in this Act 3, Scene 1, we are introduced to the tragic element. Twofold tragic elements. One, Antonio, there is a rumor that Antonio's ships met with a wreckage and they all got drowned. The costly goods that these vessels are transporting, they are all lost in the sea at Goodwin's. Goodwin's is the place where it's supposed to have happened. So it is a good news for Shylock. And then Shylock's own daughter, who is in love with Lorenzo, Jessica. Jessica is the daughter of Shylock. She is in love with Lorenzo, a Christian, and she elopes. She runs away with Lorenzo, and that news is conveyed to Shylock. That's a bad news. So Shylock is hit with good news. Good news, his opponent's loss, and the bad news, his dear daughter loss. His dear daughter ran away. So that's where we stopped yesterday, and Shylock's entry, we all know how it was described, that an incarnation of devil has come. So Shylock, that is the kind of impression people have got, that is the kind of estimate people have got. He is seen as the incarnation, as the avatar of devil. So he is the image of, or the likeness of devil. And Shylock enters, we have seen all that, and we will continue with Shylock's words. There I have another bad patch. That's line 40, 40. There I have another bad match, a bankrupt, a prodigal who dares scarce show his head on the Rialto, a beggar that was used to come so smug upon the mart. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to call me assurer. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to lend money for a Christian courtesy. Let him look to his bond. So Shylock is now taking little advantage of the situation, and he is expressing his anger, his hope to get Antonio punished, or his hope to get revenge on Antonio, because Antonio has been torturing. So Shylock says, there I have another bad match. Bad match. Match means here the bargain, negotiation. A negotiation with a bankrupt. Who is a bankrupt? A person who has gone total loss, utter loss. Nothing else is left behind. Such a person is called bankrupt. So he is a bankrupt, a prodigal. Prodigal is a person who is spendthrift, spends away everything very lavishly. So a prodigal who dares scarce show his head on the Rialto, who scarcely, rarely, hardly, or very few times show his presence in Rialto, because he is always on loss. Rialto, yesterday I told you, is the marketplace where the stocks, where the profits and losses are announced and counted. So in such gathering of the merchants, he rarely appears because he is always a bankrupt, he is always a loss, a beggar, a useless fellow. That was used to come so smug upon the mart. He used to come like a beggar to the mart, to the place where mart is the market. He used to come there as a beggar. Let him look to his bond. Let him go and check the bond. You know the bond story, how 3,000 ducats were taken from Shylock, and what was the condition laid in case of forfeit, in case of failure of the bond. All that you must recollect. So referring to the bond story, let him look to his bond. He was wont to call me an ussurer. Want means used to, a past habit. He used to call me an ussurer. Ussurer is a person who extracts, who gives money on loans, who gives money, money lender, and he extracts more than what is just, by way of interests, and that person is called, money lender is called ussurer. So he calls me an ussurer. Let him look to his bond. Now I will show what kind of person I am. Now let him go and check the bond. He was wont to lend money for a Christian courtesy. Courtesy. Here courtesy is not polite, but charity. Out of Christian charity he used to lend money, free of interest, as a charity. Let him look to his bond. Now let him go and check his bond, what condition, on what condition he has taken the loan. I will show him what person I am. Salarino, why I am sure if he forfeit, wilt thou not take his flesh? What's that good for you? What's that good for? I know. Well, I am sure he will fail. But if he fails to pay the amount on time, you will be taking pound of flesh as per your agreement. But my question is, what is the use on earth of this pound of flesh? What are you going to do? What profit will it bring to you? What's good for you? Shalom. This is very important passage. You can even mark important. Shalom. To bait fish withal. What is it for you? What I will do with the pound of flesh? I will use it to catch fish, to bait, to attract the fish. People use the fishing hook, and to the fishing hook they hang a bait. That bait can be flesh, it can be a small fish or a meat piece, or it can be an earthworm, it can be anything. Nowadays people use the plastic things, the shining things. Okay, so bait is something which you use in order to capture the attention, or in order to catch up with somebody. So to bait the fish withal, I will use that pound of flesh to catch the fish. If it will feed nothing else, I will feed my revenge. If I cannot use it for anything, at least it will feed. It will feed my revenge, my desire to take revenge. Revenge is paying back in the same coin. If one fellow hits you on face, you also hit him with the same force on his face. Give back in the same coin, tit for tat. That is revenge. He hath disgraced me and hindered me 500,000. He has disgraced me number of times. He has fooled me, insulted me. He removed my grace. He insulted me, defamed me, and hindered 500,000. He hindered me 500,000. He made to see that I would lose 500,000 ducats. How much is a million? 10 lakhs is a million. 500,000, 5 lakhs. Laughed at my losses. When I lost something, he fooled me. He jeered me. He insulted me. Mocked at my gains. When I gained profits, he even fooled me. He laughed at me, insulted me, scorned my nation, despised my nation, my race. Nation here means Jewish nation, Jewish race. So he despised. Despise means not having any respect. So he disrespected my race, thwarted my bargains, interrupted. He interrupted my bargains. Whatever I was bargaining with the customers, he would just interrupt and spoil my business. Cooled my friends, soothed my friends, and heated my enemies. My enemies, he has increased their anger against me. Heated mine, he made them more angry. And what's his reason? Why he must behave like this? What is his reason? I am a Jew. The only reason is that I am a Jew. I am not a Christian. Hath not a Jew eyes? Do you think that Jews have no eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, and passions? Do you not think that Jews have got all these? The hands, organs, the limbs of the body, dimensions, different levels of thinking, senses, affections, passions, likes and dislikes, and passions like anger, hate, love, compassion. Do you not think that Jews are not men? Do you not think that Jews are not people of flesh and blood? Fed with the same food. We are also fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons. If you use a knife, it hurts you, and we also get hurt. We are just similar to you. warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is, just like the Christians feel the heat of the sun in summer and chill of the cold in winter, we also feel the same. We are also people of flesh and blood. We are also human beings. Are we not same as Christians? But because I am Jew, he ill-treats me, hates me, he spoils my business. If you prick us, do we not bleed? These are famous lines. If you prick us, if you poke us with something sharp, poking with something sharp, do we not bleed? Will not the blood in us ooze out? If you poison us, do we not die? If you give us a poison, will we not die? Poison is poison for anybody. And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? And if you do us a harm, shall we not do harm to you? If we are like you in the rest, if we are like you in all the things, we will resemble you in that. In taking revenge also we will resemble you. Don't think that only you can take revenge. We can also take revenge. We are also people of flesh and blood. We have also emotions. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? If a Jew is doing some harm, wrong means here, doing some harm to a Christian, what is his humility? What is expected of him? Revenge. What does he do? If a Jew is doing something wrong to a Christian, what does Christian do? He takes revenge. He will like to take revenge. If a Jew is harming the Christian, the natural response of the Christian is that he likes to take revenge on the Jew because he has done harm. If a Christian wrong a Jew, if a Christian is doing some harm to the Jew, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? By the Christian's example, here in this context, Christian example is taking revenge. So what should the Jew do if a Christian is doing something wrong against the Jew? What should he do? Why? What else can he do? He can only take revenge. The villainy you teach me, I will execute. What example of evil character that you give? Villain is a person of evil character. So what the villainy you teach me, the evil character that you teach me, I will execute. I will behave like that. I will do the same. And it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction. It will be difficult. Taking the revenge is difficult, but I assure you, I will innovate. I will improvise taking revenge. I will do more than what is told. And he is used to extract more than what is allowed. And now he says, I will take revenge more than what is told. Now, as he is very emotionally talking, this passage that we have read is a very important passage. Mark and Keith, they will ask you, it will be good for your preparation for the exam. So at that time, as he is being emotional, comparing himself with the Christians and then vouching, taking an oath to pay it back in the same coin, taking revenge and more than the Christian takes. As he is rattling with that anger, now a servant is entering onto the stage. servant, "Gentlemen, my master Antonio is at his house and desires to speak with you both." Who are these both? Salarino and Salanio, they are the friends of Antonio and Bassanio. So he is addressing to Salanio and Salarino. We have been up and down to seek him. In fact, we ourselves are searching for him. Here comes another tribe. Here comes another of the tribe. Salanio is announcing the entry of another character onto the stage. Here comes. Why they have to announce like that? So that people pay attention. People pay attention to the entry of the character. Otherwise, character enters onto the stage and the audience is just listening to the dialogue. They will not notice. So in order to, every character is important. Every character of the drama is important. And therefore, when the character is entering, you see, somebody announces. This is an announcement. Here comes another of the tribe. Now, who is coming? Of the race of Shiloh. Tribe means of the same race. A third cannot be matched unless the devil himself turned Jew. There cannot be another wicked man than these two, unless devil himself joins them as a third person. So at that time, Exeunt, Salanio, Salarino, and the servant, all the three of them go away. Now who is there on the stage? Now only two are there, Shylock and this person, one who has entered. And what is his name? Entered Tubal. Tubal is another character. He is assistant to Shylock. He is also a Jew. So Tubal enters onto the stage. Now on the stage we have only two people. Now Shylock is speaking. How now, Tubal? So how is it, Tubal? What news from Genova? What news from Genova? Genova is another important city in Italy. And Tubal has gone to Genova to search for Jessica because she has ran away from home. So what news from Genova? Hast thou found my daughter? Did you find my daughter Jessica? Tubal, I often came where I did hear of her, but cannot find her. Wherever I went lots of places, and wherever I went, I only heard she was there, but I did not see her. Shylock, why there, a diamond gone, cost me 2,000 ducats in Frankfurt. I am very sorry, alas, it pains me. Money has gone. 2,000 ducats in Frankfurt. In Frankfurt, I have lost 2,000 ducats. Frankfurt is a town in Germany. So they are searching far and wide. Frankfurt can be anywhere, but Frankfurt is a famous place in Germany. The curse never fell upon our nation till now. On our race till now, there has been no misbehavior. There has been no curse, no damnation of our nation till now. This is the first time something bad luck is happening to us. I never felt it till now. Even if it has happened in the past, I do not know. But it did not happen to me till now. The bad luck is happening right now. 2,000 ducats in that. 2,000 ducats I am losing at a stretch. And the other precious jewels. I am losing not only 2,000 ducats cash, but also in kind. The jewels. Jewels are precious ornaments. Jewels, precious, costly ornaments. I would my daughter were dead at my foot. I would have been happy if my daughter were to die in front of me. And the jewels in her ear. If my daughter is dead and gone, it's okay. But I should not lose my jewels. So I would be happy if my daughter is dying right in front of me, but possessing the jewels in her ears. That means he is happy even if his daughter dies, but he should not lose the jewels, property. She were hearsed at my foot, and the ducats in her coffin. I would have liked if she were to be carried in a coffin. Hearse is a coffin carrier. You might have seen Antima Yatra vehicles. They are also called hearse. Hearse means the carrier of the vehicles, the carrier of the coffin. And he says, I would be happy if my daughter is dead and put in a coffin, but in the coffin if there are jewels. I would she were hearsed at my foot, and the ducats, the money coins, if the money is found in your coffin, it's okay for me. Why so? And I know not what spent in the search. I would she were hearsed at my foot, and the ducats in her coffin. No news of them, no news of this money, no news of my daughter. For him money comes first. Why so? And I know not what spent in the search. And you know how much of money is invested in searching for both my daughter and for my jewels. Yet no news of them. Why thou loss upon loss? It's a terrible time. One hit after the other. Loss upon loss. My business is going down. I am losing plenty of money. Loss upon loss. The thief gone with so much. The thief. Who is the thief here? His daughter. She ran away with so much of money. And so much to find the thief. And so much more money is spent in order to search for her. In both ways it is a great loss. And no satisfaction. In spite of investing money and spending time, sending people far and wide and searching for her, there is no satisfaction. I have not found the money. I have not found my daughter. No satisfaction. No revenge. There is no satisfaction. At the same time, there is no revenge. I am not able to take the revenge, nor no ill luck stirring, but what lies on my shoulders. I have the bad luck, the burden of the bad luck on my shoulders. No sighs, nobody to comfort me. I have no more tears to shed. I have no more sighs to sigh. I am alone suffering all this burden. There is no one to comfort me, but of my breathing alone. There is no sigh except my breathing, no tears but of my shedding. There is no one who can share my pain, who can share my tears. I alone am feeling the pain. I alone am shedding the tears. It is heavy for me. Trouble, yes. Other men have ill luck too. It's not only ill luck that is sitting on your shoulders. It's not only you who is carrying the burden of the ill luck, there is also other people. There are also other people who are carrying the burden of the ill luck. Yes, other men have ill luck too. Antonio, as I heard in Genova, Antonio also is carrying the ill luck on his shoulder. I heard of the news in Genova, that town in Italy. Shylock, what? Ill luck. What ill luck? What are you saying? Ill luck? Tubal. Hath an argosy castaway coming from Tripolis. Argosy, a goods carrier, here goods carrying ship. What happened to that? Hath an argosy castaway, drowned. Castaway actually means left, but here it simply means drowned. Coming from Tripolis. Tripolis is a city in Lebanon, Middle East. So from Middle East, a ship is coming with lots of costly goods, argo, maybe agricultural goods. Goods are being transported and they belong to Antonio. What happened? A ship drowned. I thank God. Is it true? Shylock is very happy. Is it true what you are saying? Tubal, the news that you are bringing to me, is it true? He wants to be happy. He is happy. He wants to verify if the news is true. Shylock, you see the character, the nature of Shylock. Shylock is, he takes happiness out of the pain of the other, out of the loss of the other. Such kind of people we call sadist. Shylock is happy at the loss of a fellow merchant. So he says, thank you for bringing such good news to me, Tubal. I spoke with some of the sailors that escaped the wreck. Yeah, of course it is true. It is news that is a reality, because I spoke with people who have been part of Antonio's crew. Now they have escaped the wreckage. I met them in Genova and I spoke with those sailors. Shylock, I thank thee, good Tubal. Tubal has become good because he has brought the good news. Good news of Antonio's loss. I thank thee, you. Second person singular word English is thee. So I thank you, good Tubal. Good news. He is happy. Where? In Genova. Where did this happen? He is very happy, inquiring about the details of this good news. The bad news of Antonio is good news for Shylock. So, where it happened? Did it happen in Genova? In Genova, Tubal, your daughter spent in Genova, as I heard. Your daughter spent in Genova, as I heard, in one night 80 ducats. Your daughter spent a lot of money in Genova, and I heard there. See Tubal, what he is doing? He is revealing a little about Antonio's failure and a little about Shylock's daughter. That the tragic element is being brought forward. The tragedy of Antonio is happy news. Good news for Shylock. But he is happy with the news about Antonio and he feels pain, he is sad at the news of his own daughter. So there is a play of good and bad news here, and Shylock is responding for both. At times he is very happy and at times he is sad. He is happy when Antonio's news is revealed. He is sad when his money is being spent away by his daughter. Your daughter spent in Genoa, as I heard, in the night, one night, 4 ducats. The score is 20, I think, and 24 is 80 ducats. She spent away within one night. Very, very costly, spendthrift lady. Shylock, thou stickest a dagger in me. Thou stickest a dagger, knife, a sharp knife. You are stabbing me with a sharp knife, Tubal. I shall never see my gold again. I have lost my gold. I am very, very sad. I will never see my gold again. 4 ducats at a sitting. 4 ducats. In one night she spent such a big money. I will not see my gold also. He is very sad. That he is very miserly. So he is feeling sad at his daughter's behavior. Tubal, there came divers of Antonio's creditors in my company to Venice that swear he cannot choose but break. I have also met some people who worked for Antonio's ship, and they tell me it is going to be a great loss for Antonio and he is going to be broken. He cannot revive. He cannot be normal again. I am glad of it. I'll plague him. I'll torture him. I am glad of it. Now he forgets the sadness that is brought by his daughter's spending away the money. He is happy that Antonio is incurring more and more losses. One of them showed me a ring that he had your daughter for a monkey. One of these divers whom he met, they showed the ring on the finger. So the ring is shown to Tubal. That is given away for what? A ring he had of your daughter for a monkey. In exchange of a monkey, she gave away this costly ring. That girl did not know the value. She just exchanged it for an ordinary monkey. Shylock, out upon her, shameless lady. She is damned. Thou torturest me, Tubal. Tubal, you caused me a lot of pain. It was my turquoise. My turquoise. Turquoise is a green, bluish color gem, precious stone. I had it of Leah, his wife. Leah is a wife, the name of the wife of Shylock. So I had it of Leah when I was a bachelor. When they were not even married, at that time Leah gave as a sign of her love to Shylock that turquoise ring. I would not have given it for a wilderness of monkeys. Even if I am given a crowd of monkeys, I would not have given that turquoise, that ring. Tubal. Now, see, one after another. Alternatively, he is bringing the news. Tubal. But Antonio is certainly undone. Shylock, you need to be happy. Antonio is totally broken. He is totally destroyed. He can never rise up again. He cannot be a contestant in your business. He is totally undone. He is beyond repair. Shylock. Nay, it's true. It's very true. Go, Tubal. What you said is really true. Tubal, go. Fee me an officer. Fee me an officer. Fee me, engage an officer. You hire an officer, a lawyer for me. bespeak him a fortnight before, 15 days before, please go and speak to him. I will have the heart of him. I will have the essence. Heart is the essence. I will have the essence of Antonio. I will not leave him. You first go and engage a lawyer. For were he out of Venice, he can make what merchandise I will. If he is running away from Venice, I will show him what business I can do with him. First you go and engage a lawyer. Go, Tubal, and meet me at our synagogue. Go, Tubal, good Tubal, at our synagogue, Tubal. So Tubal, please go and engage the lawyer. And from there you come to synagogue. What is synagogue? Synagogue is a place where all the Jews gather for the worship, for prayer. Synagogue is their village temple where they gather for prayer and singing psalms. So he says, good Tubal, go. We will meet at synagogue. So that is the end of the first scene. So in this scene, we are only told Shylock's pain and Shylock's joy. The pain is he has been losing a lot of money. His daughter, wherever she was going, she was spending lots of money. And the good news for him is the loss of Antonio. He has got a chance to take revenge. He feels hurt at the treatment of Antonio, and so he wants to take a revenge. That's where we are. We'll see you next on Monday.